Welcome back to our big trip. In this episode, we explore part of the south coast of WA. In early October, we took the Great Southern Highway past the Stirling Ranges to Albany, with a stop at Porongurup National Park for the hike up to the Granite Skywalk. After a brief stop in Albany, we began our journey west, staying in Denmark, Augusta, then making our way towards Fremantle with a few days in Busselton. We took this route along the coast after the Wheatbelt Way because we had the ute booked for a service in Perth and had a week to spare. 3 big differences in this area: lush green countryside, cooler weather and no flies. Denmark is a coastal town situated on Wilson Inlet in the Great Southern region of WA. Our peaceful little van park was located next to the Denmark River. From there, we visited a few touristy places. The Valley of the Giants is an iconic area between Denmark and the town of Walpole. The treetop walk is suspended 40 metres high in the canopy of the ancient Tingle forest. A less popular place, 8 km from Walpole, is the Mount Franklin National Park, which is dominated by an impressive granite peak. The park covers 31,000 hectares of Tingle, Jarrah and Karri forest. We hiked the short but steep walk to the Weather and Fire Observatory with 360-degree views of the area. We're looking out to the south, and the Southern Ocean is in the distance, somewhere there. This is where the tower man came to keep watch of the fires. We heard about a great little campground near the town of Pemberton in the middle of a Karri forest, so we stopped there for a night before heading to Augusta. We are now in Augusta and this is Blackwood River. We're staying in a caravan park just over there. So we found a little beach called Cozy Corner to have lunch. Hamilton Bay is a serene, open sandy bay, famous for the abundance of stingrays that frequent the bay in favourable conditions. Number of stingrays we saw? 0. We have just arrived in Busselton and checked into a campground right at the water. We're going to spend a few days around Busselton and then we head up to Fremantle on Saturday. And it's a beautiful place. In 1801, the French navigator Nicolas Baudon stopped here during his exploration of Australia. Baudon named the bay they discovered Geographe Bay after his flagship. Later, the cape was named after the expedition's second ship, Naturalist. On our last day in Busselton, we walked to the end of the jetty and back. Extending almost 2 kilometres over the water of Geograph Bay, the Busselton Jetty is the longest timber pile jetty in the Southern Hemisphere. Although it's now used for tourism and recreation, it has an extensive and colourful past as a working jetty. In 1978, Cyclone Albany swept down the WA coast and destroyed a large part of the jetty. The townspeople eventually banded together to make the restoration possible. In episode 12, we explore the beautiful city of Fremantle and we take a day trip to the popular Rottnest Island, or Rotto as the locals call it, and see hundreds of cute little quokkas. Thanks for watching and see you next time.